Hello there and welcome to my channel. Welcome again after a long time. First review of the year. Today I wanted to talk to you about the LDARC ET115 3S. Fantastic machine. It's here in a box here with me, and you can see it up there, right there. It's a great little quad, and it's for beginners, and I consider myself a beginner in that case. They call it a race quad. It could be a race quad, but it's actually like a beginner machine, like almost a toy that you can use to actually fly around and get the gist of how it works. I did attempt to learn and everything before, but practically I couldn't on a tiny whoop. I couldn't, because the battery was like 3 minutes, 2 minutes, 3 minutes, depends how you fly. And frankly, you haven't got the time to actually sit there and actually work out what you could do and what you cannot do, unless you go through probably like 25 batteries per time. So maybe I'm a bit slow, but I don't know exactly how it works. Anyway, I thought, like, if something would be like 2S or 3S, it would last a bit longer, and this LDARC ET115 is 3S. Good news, and it's actually fantastic. You can actually fly properly. You will see some fly footage afterwards. If you buy the PMP version, make sure you have the right receiver for that is installed for your transmitter. Make sure it binds, make sure it is the correct receiver, because I bought, for example, a receiver which they call here AC900S FHSS plus D16. Is practically a receiver that could bind to a far sky radio. But if you live in Europe, practically you cannot bind that receiver to your radio, because it's not listening before talk, it's not LBT, and therefore you'll pass, like I did, a good evening trying to get all the combinations and everything on how to, and trying to bind that great receiver to your radio without any success. They won't talk to each other. I have disinstalled it. And it's here. You can see it. Probably it's kind of difficult to put it in focus. I have a photo for you here. Right there. There it is. Yeah, it's a very nice receiver, but can't do anything with it. At the end, I had to buy myself an FR Sky receiver for mini quads. The X series are all fantastic. There is, I think the XM is the one for this one, and it binded right away. I had it connected, and it's actually even better because it has a better range, it has a better, it has RSSI, and you can get your telemetry in while you are actually flying and everything, which is good. Part that initial steps, it's a fantastic package. It's beginner friendly, and it's really well made. Frankly, I had a look inside. I took the body off and see how it was, the build of it and everything, stuck and everything, and it's all super neat. I have a photo of it here. You can see how actually is well made. Having said that, there is plenty of spare in the box. In this box that comes over, you got 3 different bodies, you got a battery, you got a spare props, screws for the props, because some props are higher than the other one, and therefore you have to be careful not to use the longer screw for this actual for the other props, which are smaller, which are thinner. Otherwise you screw your prop into the motor, and therefore you can throw away your quad or change 4 motors, depends what you want to do. And it's versatile. It actually works really well. On 3S it flies really nice, and it flies for 10 minutes or more, depends how you fly it. Here is some flying footage. Out of the box is great. One thing I have to suggest to you is that you tame it down for the first times that you fly, because it's well powered. On 3S you can go full blast and do a power surge on the throttle at 50%. It will shoot about 50 meters in the air immediately. It will just go like up, and you lose it because it's small. So if you're a beginner, just don't try that. First tame it a bit, go into your dual rates, and I fly it, for example, here at 50%. It's actually very good. Then I put it down at 60, and it's even better, and you can raise it up as soon as you get confidence on it, and you can start to do flips and all this kind of stuff. Yes, being a beginner as usual, I end up flying it as a plane up and down the strip, and it's actually good. It's very enjoyable, and of course it's a FPV machine. If you go in line of sight, you have to keep it very near you, otherwise you lose immediately directions with it, and it's kind of difficult if you have wind to get it back, and you overshoot your target, or it's just like, it's much better as an FPV machine. I think that at the end of the day I will change the camera. The camera is pretty poor, of course, as a beginner one. It costs only $100 and it's or more, but just like around that thing, and it's all made, comes in a box, comes with everything. It's fantastic. I love it actually. It's one of the best ones I ever had, and had by a few. But I have fun with it because I just grab the box, spares are inside. I bought 2 batteries for it, and I go through 3 batteries. It lasts me about half an hour flying. It's quite good, and you can learn a lot by doing that. Alright then, blue sky to everybody. Hope you enjoy. Subscribe, and let me know any comments if you have any.